G'day Websurfers, I'm Kabbaway, and happy World Meerkat Day! I have a very, very special video to mark this occasion. Just over a month ago, I travelled to Adelaide to see a one-of-a-kind meerkat. This was the fulfillment of a dream 3 years in the making. Back in early 2020, when COVID interrupted zoo activities, many keepers took to social media to give educational talks and 24/7 live streams of the animals. On April 20th, I happened to catch a live meerkat talk from Adelaide Zoo. Immediately, one of the 5 animals caught my attention: Snow White, more commonly known as Snowy, aptly named due to her extremely unusual colour. The keeper giving the talk explained that Snowy had been diagnosed with vitiligo, which is distinct from albinism in that the depigmentation is not congenital and doesn't affect all parts of the body. I've had an obsession with meerkats since I was 9, ever since first watching Meerkat Manor in mid-June 2009. So when I learnt that there was a super rare meerkat in my own country that I could feasibly visit, it became one of the biggest motivations for me to save up and improve my mental health. It gave me something to look forward to when the pandemic became more manageable. My biggest concern was that Snowy, already quite old for a meerkat, could die before I had the chance to see her in person. And so, for the next 3 years, I kept close tabs on Snowy in the lockdowns, until I was finally in a position where I could take the trip. I've been saving up for top surgery all year, but decided to dip into my savings in order to make this happen. I also had financial help from WonkleDonkle who came with me, and I am eternally grateful to them for helping make this dream come true. Sadly, there's not a lot of info publicly available about Snowy, including when exactly she was born. I was unable to find any articles, from news outlets or Adelaide Zoo itself, regarding the meerkat litters produced at the turn of the 2010s, let alone any concrete dates. However, a handful of old YouTube videos indicate that at least 3 litters were born during this time frame, with none being born between then and 2017. A November 2019 zoo update states her age as 9 years old, ruling out the September 2009 litter, which the then 10-year-old Bashful most likely came from. At first, I thought she may have been from the April-May 2010 litter, since she was said to be 10 in the April 2020 Keeper talk. But the article specifies another meerkat, Sneezy, as 9.5, which better lines up with that group. This would mean that she's probably from the September 2010 litter, but of course this is just my best deduction from the available evidence. If it's accurate, that's completely fine by me. Not only would we get to be Virgos together, but her birth would also roughly coincide with the date of my very first meerkat encounter, so there you go. According to Meerkat's wiki and various posts across social media, she began to go pale in late 2012, discolouring the skin around her eyes before spreading to her plain fur and then her darker stripes. Her condition seems to have progressed quite quickly from onset, as there are very few transitional photos or videos to be found, and she's shown to be almost completely white as early as mid-2013. She's not publicly documented as having had any pups of her own, and was initially called Michael Jackson due to him having had the same condition, before rightfully being renamed in 2016. Her full name also complements her group, having originally lived with 7 males. Doc, Dopey and Grumpy have since passed away, while Happy, Bashful, Sneezy and Sleepy remain with her to this day. She's the dominant female by default, apparently bossing the boys around quite a lot, with Sleepy possibly being the dominant male since he's, quote, her favourite for undisclosed reasons. Based on my calculations, Snowy is currently 12 years and 9 to 10 months old, going on 13 in September. Feel free to check out this playlist I made of videos featuring Snowy and her family. They're all in chronological order so you can see her at different stages in her life. More videos which couldn't be added to the playlist can be found in the description and pinned comment below, as well as general references I used in this video. I myself took literal hours of footage of her while we were at Adelaide Zoo. I was definitely making the most of my limited time with her, and it was extremely difficult to edit it down into a decently digestible video. With all that being said, please enjoy these highlights I've compiled for you all, and again, happy World Meerkat Day!
Oh.
Oh my god! Hello! Hello, Snowy! Hi! Look at her! Look at her! Hello! Hello! She's an old girl.
What have you got? Oh,
Hello!
Yummy mealworms.
Yeah, Snowy's the girl, the other ones are all boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, originally she was in a pen with 7 other guys, and they were nicknamed Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Look at you! Bye-bye. Are you going back in?
Where'd she go?
In there.
Oh, she did just go back in.
Yeah. Oh, I was hoping she'd come back out and do that. I wonder if that pipe is like warm.
I don't know.
Look at you! You're climbing! You got a selfie too?
Well, not myself, but I incidentally got Snowy in the background.
She's climbing!
Oh my goodness.
She did it! Oh my god. Oh my god.
No,
Nah, she was just like, nah, never mind.
that's my little adventure.
Yeah. Oh, you did well, Snowy. But hey, you wanted to see her climb. She climbed.
Hey, yeah, she did.
This was as close as I could get to her. Due to their old age and meerkats being able to catch COVID from humans, Snowy and her group were retired from encounters sometime last year. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed I didn't get to feed or touch her, but I came as soon as reasonable for my circumstances. And more than anything, I'm just grateful I got to visit her at all. Besides, I still had a lovely encounter with 5-year-old Violet and her florally named sisters, and enjoyed seeing all the other meerkats at the zoo. Apart from literally going to southern Africa to see them in their natural habitat, getting to experience the presence of such a unique creature is surely a top-tier bucket list item for any meerkat enthusiast. And I will cherish the moments I spent with her for the rest of my life. Meerkats aren't generally known to live longer than the age Snowy currently is, in the wild or captivity, although a meerkat called Wilson from Barcelona Zoo managed to live 22 years. So who knows? Maybe this old girl has some years left in her yet. If you're passionate about meerkats and have the time and money to spare, I highly recommend going to Adelaide Zoo to see Snowy and all the other special animals who live there. There are dozens of threatened and endangered species being preserved and cared for at the zoo, so there will definitely be something for any type of animal lover. Thank you so much for watching this special World Meerkat Day video. I'm especially proud of this one. More Elden Ring and video essays are on the way, but in the meantime, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you all later. Bye! Bye-bye! Bye!
Goodbye.